Yes! Yes! Oh my god, yes, it is finally time to try out this game that I feel just been avoiding me for far too long. I have missed out on trying out this game. Oh my gosh, you don't know what to believe with what I have seen and all of the opportunities just go and gone, and then they're just gone. Not anymore. It will be finally time. Try out this game. Oh me, oh my. I'll get it eventually. Greetings everyone, this is JackitK and welcome for this week's edition of JackitK Tries. A bit different than usual because I do have to confess I have tried this game out before, but I swear I tried to get the first impression of it. I've just had technical difficulties up the loop. Some of them my own fault. Mostly all my fault and incompetence, but we're not here to talk about that. I still say it's pretty early on, as I try to express in a bit of a creative way. This demo is one that I've really been wanting to try out pretty much since the game's announcement. There have been plenty of opportunities, like conventions they had them at, just seeing other people play, mostly just the fact of Best Buy and there not being a Best Buy anywhere nearby me that was having the event, despite the fact there were Best Buys close by me. Screw you, Best Buy, why you don't have the opportunity there when I actually care about you? Guess it's a way of life. But, as I've explained, Smash Brothers is a game series that I've enjoyed quite a lot. A good amount of time. And I'll talk more about my history with it as I play the game. I think I've delayed actually starting it up long enough, so let's get into it. The only other thing besides just the main Smash mode you can do in the demo is this little vault. And actually all that's in here is some tips. A lot of them are self-explanatory, but there's a couple that even I could learn a thing or two from. Like because 3D land rotating platforms. Although at this point it seems like a lot more of just getting you hyped for the game, telling you about things that aren't actually in it. This particular demo, I should say. Press the grab button to drop the item you are holding. You even drop items like this deal a small amount of damage, and that's interesting to know. I think I know that, but I don't think I really didn't get an idea of me getting used to playing on a 3DS, because I have attempted this several times, and I think I've gotten the hang of the controls enough to get the hang of it. I don't think I've perfected yet. Also, look at all these characters we can't play as. None of them. Have to wait to the full release, guys. What do you think this was? A free version of the game? Why would they make a free version of Smash when they know you're gonna get your money to it? Thankfully, at least one of my mains are on here. And when I say one of my mains, I mean many mains, because in Brawl, I've had pretty much Icon as a main, and a lot of secondary and tertiary. mains, as I call them. So I think I'll just take one level and show you what I've learned from the time I have spent with the game, because I can't just show you how I feel. Still getting the hang of the whole shielding and rolling, because I know in Brawl, I like to roll around a lot. Don't take that out of context, please. And I was more of an evasive player. But I'm still kind of getting used to the DS controls, so maybe when the game actually comes out, I'll actually be able to customize buttons to make that a little bit easier. I also tap jump a lot more. In Brawl, I actually use tap jump. For those of you who don't know, oh wow, the change up! I didn't even notice that character before. I don't think I've ever seen them talk about it. Holy cow, something new! I thought I'd taken all the new out of the game. But yeah, customization. In Brawl, I usually jump with X and Y buttons. But in this game, for some reason, it's more convenient to have my thumb near the A button for my basic attacks, and just slide it down slightly for B. It's not worth sliding it up to the X button just to jump, so I actually tap jump a lot more. Oh, come on. Dang it. It seems like Arceus is pretty... Wait, did I get... No, I definitely didn't get there. Well, have fun, Mario. And like I think I've said several times, but keep messing up. I am kind of used to just tapping up in the control stick, which is something I normally would never be used to. So I guess that's a reason why the DS controller... Oh! Wow! I am just such the genius. So that was a good one match, and kind of got a feel for the game. Now, I do want to show off all the other characters at least once, so in the meantime of doing that, I'll go a bit more to my background with Smash Bros. Because I don't think I've ever actually talked about that. So, I guess I should start with the beginning. I know there's a lot more fans than me who have actually done more of the original. I should say, I'm probably less familiar with the original Smash Brothers than a lot of fans of the series. But I did rent this original Smash Brothers, so I do have some experience. Basically, the basic break the target mold is what I really remember the most. I don't... It was from a young time, so I don't have exactly the best memory of what I did with the original Smash. But I'm assuming I main with Pikachu, but then again, I'm sure it was way before I really was familiar with the concept of what a main was, so it's just I played with Pikachu more than other characters. It didn't really feel like I really had to conceptualize what it did or anything. Oh, come on, I thought I was out of the range of that. I think it might be true with a lot of people, but I know a lot of my experiences with Smash Brothers came around when Melee was released. That was the first Smash Brothers game that I actually bought. And boy, it was a good time. I would say that Smash Brothers for the GameCube is pretty much everything that you liked about the original Smash Brothers. 10 times better. A new story, more characters, better molds, more molds. Actually felt like an in-depth fighter instead of just like a classic party game. I think that's why a lot of people like Melee, and it's their favorite in the series to this day. For me, however, I still find Brawl to be my favorite. Speaking of Melee, though, when I first played it, oh wow, I made it a sudden death, and I didn't get my butt handed to me. That's pretty new. But with Melee, unfortunately, I probably haven't played as much as I play Brawl because... Not because I would want to play Brawl more. Just back in the day in Melee, I actually killed my Melee disc. It got played to death, literally. And I never bought another edition of Melee. I still have my Melee disc that doesn't work. So that's all at times. Let me chop down the tree, please. Uh-oh. From what I have played of Melee, I do have a bit of concern. Because, especially in college, when I was able to play Melee again, because it was one of those things they had at the games club, I actually feel I main Pikachu. And before you go, oh my gosh, everything's so crazy, allow me to elaborate. Pikachu's not that bad in my eyes. I understand why no one else likes him, but I consider Pikachu like a strategic character to use, because yes, you are kind of penalized when using him, because you do take damage with some of your hits. Not all your hits, though. So I use that as an opportunity to, like, use the moves that don't do a lot of damage. And hopefully it would allow me to... let me start it over. Smash is a pretty intense game, so you don't always get the opportunity to really get a hold of it. I guess I see why that stock item isn't broken. Because you pretty much do have to hold on to it for a long time before you can get pointed for it. And speaking of which, I am dead. Now about that ball of electricity reminds me of something. Oh yeah, Pikachu. I keep trying to talk about it, but lose my train of thought. You time your attacks well with what doesn't do damage to yourself, and make sure that the attacks that do hurt you are only used when they really matter. It's kind of just like a strategic way of Brawl that I don't really find in any other character. And I guess that's why I like Pikachu Melee. But enough about Melee. Honestly, Brawl is kind of my favorite game in the series. Probably because it's the only one I currently have access to play, with never owning the original and my Melee disc breaking. But I probably had such as many good memories of Brawl in the whole tournaments, game club stuff that I did with Melee. And plus, I'm playing my own experiences. I mean, for one, Diddy Kong became a character, and everything was hunky-dory because Diddy Kong's the guess what? The best character ever. My eyes, of course. Dang it. Come on, stop bullying me around. I could have got that bomb, but no, you had to ruin that for me. And it's just like, there's a lot to Brawl. In my eyes, Brawl took a lot of things Melee had and just made them even better. I know not all people agree with that. Some people feel that the mechanics of Melee just stand out better. And for them, good to you. All the games are here for a reason. But I guess what makes Brawl really awesome is actually how I really got into the community. Though when I say community, I more just mean like the hacks that come up about it. So many creative things came out of Brawl hacking. Trying to design characters and textures, and if I didn't know better, I would say that the creators of this game, this current Smash Bros., got a lot of their ideas for things like alternative costumes from the whole Brawl hacking community. That is just more random guess though. Oh, if only that was standard B instead of down B. That's kind of what I mean by I'm still kind of getting used to controls. And speaking of which, I normally wouldn't be handling level 5 computers this easily. So I guess I am already getting better at the game. Sorry if I randomly cut, but the game audio just seems to go out on me. And I have no idea why. If I'm gonna be doing anything like full playthroughs with this capture device, I'm gonna have to work out that issue first. Shoot, did I actually choose Link? No, I didn't. I'll be back. You still get money anyways? You're way too kind, game. I'm gonna be flowing in money by the time this game comes out. Now, since we're in the last character, let me try to finish up my summary about the Smash series. And I bring up the hacking community a lot because I feel I've met a lot of people just through the common interest of Smash Bros. Brawl and sort of hacking results that came out of it. It's like one of the best friends I have in real life. I actually met through the game club when I was just introduced to the whole idea of hacking. At the time, he brought a version of his Brawl game that had textures modified, and that was just so impressive to me on its own. It'd be amazing that so much more would come out of it afterwards. So I feel like I owe a lot to the Smash series. Not just in the fact that they're making really good games. I mean, I'm not even a fan of fighters, and this is a game that I just enjoy. Dang it. Oh, come on! And with all that, we get into this game. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Oh, it worked! With all the experience of Brawl out of the way, we finally get into this game. I don't know about when Brawl first came out, they had this whole Smash Dojo thing, and for some reason I don't think that was as impressive as this game, but there's a lot of stuff that was. Another thing about Brawl that I really liked was their Subspace Emissary mode, and I was a bit disappointed at first when they talked about taking it out of this game. But, to be fair, when you think more about it, it just makes Brawl more special. We take a game that people would like and give it something unique just to it. That's clearly not the reason they did it, but still. And I've been following a lot of the news about this game for quite a while. So I'm really excited about this. It's pretty interesting that they decided to do it for both Melee, or the 3DS and the DS. And I know my thoughts about the current games, it's a bit more short than the recent other ones. But technically they're not out yet, so there's still plenty of memories to be made. And I'm pretty sure any of you who follow me closely on Twitter probably hear some of my thoughts about the game already. So instead of dwelling on that, I will take an opportunity to just have one final match here, 1v1. The true testament of the Smashing being able to take on the game by itself. Come on. Oh, the one time I don't want to do that. I noticed when playing on the DS, I don't use my specials as much either. Really? I swear we had a fairy in a bottle before and it would never open. And we just keep throwing and throwing and throwing and the fairy never opened up. Oh, come on. I will be victorious over you, you fool of a tooth. You're not gonna take me out that easy. No. Ugh. Batter around like a volleyball. But I am not gonna be defeated so easily. Hey yo. Unguard, you fool of a took. Dang it, I swear if the timer screws me up a victory of all things. I don't think I got that point. I think Mega Man's gonna win because he didn't fall. Can't believe the timer screwed me up of all things. So, do I really need to give my thoughts and opinion about the game? I mean, sure, we don't have access to all the characters, but it is a demo, so I guess they gotta take cuts somewhere. I was more disappointed by the fact that there was only one stage, but that means there's gonna be even more fun when the actual game comes out in my eyes. All these people that we're gonna get to play at. And even more that might be hidden within the game itself. Who knows? Definitely not everyone because of the internet. Nope, nope. No one knows. It's a complete mystery. Still, that's all I have to say on the game, and I'll see y'all later for another edition of JackitK Tries.